got real news for you. The deal is done. Read it. There it is. Brendan Shanahan and Brian Glenn head to Detroit from Hartford. Primo to the Whalers. Coffee to the Flyers. We'll be talking about that deal a little bit later on. There's much more with pregame festivity tonight. It's the social event of the year, at least this year right now. Don't go away. Stay right here. You're on UPN 50.
These are just some of the elements that make up Hockey Town, USA. Let's get ready to start the 96-97 Hockey Town season.
Number 14, Brendan Shanahan.
Great festivities right here at Joe Louis Arena as we are set for the home opener of the 1996-97 season. Brendan Shanahan in the lineup, and so is a former Detroit Red Wing goaltender. Bob Essensa will get his first start of the year. Of course, he was involved in the playoff series in 1994 and has not played an NHL game since. And Chris Osgood will get his second start of the season.
And there's big number 14, Brendan Shanahan, one of only two guys in NHL history to have 50 goals and 200 penalty minutes. The other one, Kevin Stevens, now with the Los Angeles Kings. He's got to be a happy guy, Mike.
And already sporting the A is an alternate captain of this team, and we are underway, and Shanahan plays his first shift, as do the Red Wings here at home for 96-97. The puck played at the point by Norton and sent back down deep. Now pushed back into the neutral zone, right out of college hockey and Hockey East. Played last year at Northeastern. Now it is Shanahan. And the Wings converge on Jeffy Boulanger. Here we go, 2-on-2. Tchaikovsky, high shot just wide of the net and over the glove of Chris Osgood. There is Tchaikovsky playing in his first game of the season for the Oilers. Now Shanahan. And he is hit by.
Here we go. Shanahan wants to get this crowd going. And here he goes. The Dukes are going. The gloves are down. Who's he into it with? I believe it's Greg Vries, number 5 for the Oilers. He was right there. Yeah, it is. Right down in front of us here on the wall. And Shanahan takes less than 4 minutes to get into one in a red and white uniform.
Brendan Shanahan is officially a Detroit Red Wing. Now flipped up ahead towards Martin Lapointe. Good hit delivered by Lapointe. Pushed up towards Mike Greer, one of the other rookies. Greer also coming straight out of college hockey. Played at Boston University last year. Here's Greer. There's going to be a penalty called on the Detroit Red Wings. Doug Weight, 104 points last year to lead the Oilers. Big pass ahead for Oliver. He works to the forehand and never could get the shot away. Now Ward comes over and tries to get a hit. Ward and Oliver, former teammates. Now Yzerman walking in, shorthanded, flips it high. Essensa with the save. He was hauled
penalty
down,
there.
and there it is.
Good effort by the captain.
First Draper works around the defenseman. Now Draper into the offensive zone. Stick handling to the outside. And double teamed by Luke Richardson and his defensive partner. Here is Lidstrom. Nifty pass. In the back. Score! Slava Kozlov. Red Wings lead 1-0.
Well, you're going to see a break for the Red Wings here on the pass that came through everybody and hit an Oilers skate and goes right to Kozlov. There was the deflection there, and Kozlov with a wide open net. No chance for Bob Essensa. There was the deflect off Lidstrom's shot, I believe.
To the near side, and Lidstrom to Shanahan, and he cannot clear the zone. Kovalenko, quick shot by Arnott, knocked down in front. Got the puck out of the skates of Aaron Ward, and Ozzy makes the save.
Best stop of the hockey game for Osgood.
In his rookie season, playing 48 games last year, checked off the puck, had the hat trick last night against the Leafs. Here's Kozlov again, wants a time, big shot, and Essensa brings it in.
Look at Pusher up in the middle of it all there. Going for the front of the net. Now that's unfamiliar territory for number 4.
Gets it up towards Yzerman. Yzerman across to Fedorov. As Shanahan on the wing. Long shot. Oh, what a blast. And a good pass saved by Essensa.
Don't hold your breath. I think that there's something being done probably as we speak. Penalty coming up, Detroit. You be the judge here. Here's Draper. I mean, unless he got the elbow up on the head, that looked like a pretty clean check.
Anthony will be eligible to win a $25 gift certificate. In fact, he gets that for sure. He'll also be eligible to win an autographed Wings jersey on Murray short-handed challenge. There's a save by Osgood. Point-blank range for Kovalenko. Ozzy came out, cut off the angle, and makes the save. Keep it now instead himself. Setting up behind the net. McCannon back to Arnott. Arnott tries to flip it high.
No.
Front.
Wait a minute. You're going to get a review on this. I'll guarantee you. It was knocked down by a hand. Now let's wait and see. He just snaps it right there. There's the gloves. Kovalenko, 51. And this will be an interesting call. Whether it was an accident that it hit him, did he make motion with his hands to try to knock it down? It could be viewed either way.
And
what do we got? No goal. Yes, indeed.
Hall of Fame linesman Matt Pavlich, the replay official, taking a look from the many different angles upstairs.
Ronnie Lowe wants to talk to somebody else. He wants a confab. I want to negotiate this deal. It's a little late, Ronnie. It's not going to happen.
Bob Essensa in the nets tonight for his first start of the season. He'll probably play about 20 games with Curtis Joseph getting most of the time. Backhand, redirected, score! Sergei Fedorov in front of the net.
Bobby Essensa goes right to Richard Trottier. We may have a review here. Reverse angle look. Fedorov not covered. There's the backhander. What knocked him down? That's what Essensa's complaining about. No, it looked like he just stumbled and fell down. Does he get interfered with? There's LaPointe to the front of the net. Nobody touches the goaltender now. He falls down on his own. He has no complaint. It's 2-0, folks. No, they're saying no goal. In that last replay, they may be deeming that he dragged that right foot to touch the puck.
The puck was directed in by the hand.
Now one more time, a look at the Fedorov non-goal. Where does the puck go off Essensa? Comes back at Fedorov. Oh, I see. He kind of made a motion with his hands towards the net.
Now Kozlov has a man streaking ahead. Gets it towards Tim Taylor. Looking in front, Johnson. Lots of time. Kozlov center. Rebound. And over the net.
Look at him pull the string. Woo! Pull it back. The pond's frozen, Bobby. Down he goes, and Kazi put it up over the net.
Also San Diego. First NHL game played since that playoff series. Disappointing win in '94.
Wow.
Against San Jose, and there he is.
Essensa right on the goal line. Made that stop off the stick of number 25, McCarty.
Pushed back up towards Greg Johnson. Mike Greer gets it to Rem Murray. Flip to Marchant. Walks it. Save Osgood. Rebound will be cleared by Kozlov. Decade of the 80s. Now Lidstrom. Lidstrom fires the shot. It's knocked down front. Oh, Steve Yzerman spun.
There's Ronnie coached the American League level with some of these young guys too. Shanahan's open.
There's Brendan Shanahan. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Haven't hit the post. Oh, what a big shot off the rebound by Martin LaPointe.
Barely stopped skating. He ripped it low. And did he ever give to Vries. How do you do? Oh, yeah.
Taylor.
Shanahan's not afraid to give it to you. Who did he get run over? Just get run over by?
Daniel McGillis, number 18, yep. And Arian. It's the hit on Donald Dufresne. Quick one-time pass. Save made. Draper with the shot. Essensa the save. Now Chris trying to chase down the loose puck. And the hit by Maltby. This line very physical this period. Maltby and Draper. Advanced by Jeff Norton. Back towards the neutral zone. Here is Pusher. Arnott all alone on the near side. Top of the circles. Gets it to Pusher. Redirected in front. Oh, what a save by Essensa. Darren McCarty tried to tip it in.
He did. Yeah, I think he did get a piece of it. And we'll take a look at this. And I think McCarty redirected that puck up into the air.
Under a minute remains here in the second period. Fedorov with the hit. Just 11 for the Oilers. 16-3 the shots in that last period. This guy's got a big shot too. Slides it across open net. Osgood was out of position and Kovalenko flipped it high. Back the other way come the Wings. A 2-on-2 with Taylor and Johnson. Long shot. Oh, through the glove of Essensa. Almost 25 minutes. That's it. Fedorov, nifty stick handler. There's Shanahan walking in front, working diligently. Poked off the play by Dean McCammon. Kovalenko gets behind Lidstrom. Helped out by Ward. Pushed across. Save made by Osgood. Aaron Ward came over to help out. That left the man streaking down. But nonetheless, it happened.
Professional sport today.
You got that right. Lawyers and money. Contracts and negotiations. Watch out in front.
Good stop.
Osgood with the save by Goldberg.
That's two great scoring chances by the Oilers. Back to back.
And Dufresne bouncing puck taken by Yzerman and kicked away. Now Yzerman trying to get it across. Here comes Arnott. Has a step on Yzerman. Uses the body. Never got the shot away. Great back check by Steve Yzerman. What an offensive play. Now 3-on-2 for the Wings if they hurry. Arnott looking across. Good defensive play made by Marchment. 4-on-2. Here's Buckberger. Stick hammers forward. Puck goes through the crease.
What a puck. Puck's underneath everybody. Boy, Kelly Buckberger, now they start after the whistle. Buckberger, just like a bowl in a china shop, boy. He went for the front of the net and didn't care what he ran over.
Oliver top of the circle. Danilo steps in. It's the hand up to Richardson. Wrist shot. Pad save made by Osgood. Brendan Shanahan is in the lineup. A good shot away. And Essensa has been solid tonight. Yzerman stick handling through the neutral zone. Lost the puck. Doug Waite gets tied up, but Smith is there to dump it in, and he levels Steve Yzerman. Has Yzerman. He has time. And slide it. A streaking Darren McCarty. And that time Dougie Waite got a piece of Steve Yzerman. Long shot. Pad saved by Osgood. Stevie tried to return the favor to Ryan Smith. He got rocked about on that shift a bit.
Sure did. But it's the goals against that Scotty Bowman stresses the most.
They were number 1 in the league again last year in that category. Kozlov up for the turnover. Essensa with a fine glove save.
Score you a ton of goals and be a real presence out there. And I think you see that in tonight's hockey game with him in the lineup. Look out, away from the play. Who's that? McCammon going after Kozlov. Kozlov didn't even get his gloves off. McCammon's throwing punches. And this will be an interesting call with 2:42 left. Recurring injuries that he's had, and they're the left side of your screen. Kozlov and McCammon. And they're both going to go to the penalty box, whether they'll be an equal minus or not. Kozlov did the job of trying to draw him into it, and McCammon's lucky that he's not out of the game, and his team has an extra 2 minutes with what we just saw happen there. So.
Now Kovalenko. Bothered by Lidstrom. Under a minute remains. Playing up the glass. And he kept in at the blue line by Norton. Just sends it. Redirected by the stick of David Oliver. Now back towards the point and Doug Waite. Throws it towards net. Blocked down front. Bob Rice has time. Gets it to Igor Lariano. And flip to the back end. Back to Rice. Rice shoots.
Bingo. Bobby Rice. He doesn't get many. Once again, you see the unselfishness of Igor Larionov up the center ice. Rouse was the guy that intercepted the shot from the point by Waite, moved up, took it back from Igor Larionov, and puts this one in the bank. And Red Wings win their opener in their 71st season, 2-0 over the Oilers.
18 saves, the shutout for Chris Osgood. His first of the season. as he came up with some big saves on the night.
This was the one by McCammon, set up by Kovalenko at about the 6-minute mark of the period. Bang, bang play. Osgood was over there as he was all night long. They only get 18, but they end up with about 10 good scoring chances, the Oilers, and the Wizard was equal to the task.
Bobby Rouse, his best ever in one season, 5 goals. He gets the empty netter. He's got to jump on that 5 in game number 2. Red Wings win 2-0 over the Edmonton Oilers.